everyone, I'm Kathy Fortner, independent consultant with The Pampered Chef, and I help busy people prepare quick and easy, budget-friendly meals using high-quality tools, delicious and nutritious recipes, and fun and easy tips. And today we're going to talk about how to prepare fast food at home. This isn't necessarily the healthiest option, but when you're in a rush, and I've got 2 kids, and I know how crazy evenings can be, or even daytimes for that matter. And sometimes you're running and you feel like your only option is to hit the drive-thru line, right? Things are just that chaotic. And I know a lot of families spend a lot of time in the drive-thru line eating fast food. And this is one way to save some money, actually probably save some time, and make it at home as well. So, and it can also help teach your kids to cook. So this is a quick and easy meal. And we actually decided to do this a couple weeks ago. My husband and I had a busy evening. And, just up until we weren't going to be here to cook dinner, and we thought about going out after dinner. And as we thought about what to have, one of the options that popped into our heads was a restaurant we like to go to. And we kind of got to thinking, we're like, wait a minute, we can stop at the store and get this. If we can get the burgers, we can get the fries or the tots, and we can eat for a fraction of the cost, same amount of time. And we actually had a very nice date night here at home. So that's another thing you can do with this meal as well. So. And what we're going to do today is burgers and tots. And I did a little bit of research before coming on, and you're looking at some of the fast food chains. I know one had a deal with a 3-burger meal deal for $22, right? And just looking at how much even going through the fast food line can take. And I realized with my kids actually before too, sometimes it's faster to throw things together at home than to sit through the drive-through line. Or to drive to that restaurant, go through the line, pick it out, right, and then come back home and eat it. So as much as it can seem like work to put meals together, it can actually be a time saving sometimes just throw something fast together at home, and definitely a lot healthier too. So looking at today's meal, I'm going to be using tater tots and some veggie burgers because we are plant-based here in our house. But even looking at prices online, the veggie burgers, an 8-pack of these veggie burgers is less than $8. So that's less than $1 a burger for those. And I was looking at some of the meat prices out there, and you definitely can't get a deal like that on those. And the tater tots themselves, a package of tater tots was less than $2. So for a family of 4, basically can eat for around $10 doing this. So again, even if it's maybe not the most nutritious meal you can put together at home, it's still going to beat the fast food line. The tater tots and stuff, you're not going to be frying them in oil, so it will reduce the fat as well, because we're going to be using the air fryer. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with our tots. Get these open. Okay. There we go. Put it shut. I'm going to bring over a plate to put underneath my tray here, just so it catches any of the crumbs from the tots. And we're just gonna run away top there. Fill this tray here. There we go. I'm only doing it for 2 today because I'm actually going to do this for lunch, and it's going to be just me and my dad. So, but you can easily multiply this out for 4. Okay, so we've got our tots there. I'm going to open our air fryer. And I'm going to put this actually right now on the bottom. Now, if I were doing beef burgers or any of the meat burgers, I'd want to be using this tray because this has the silicone catch tray, and I'd be cooking the burgers on here, but all the fat would drip onto that. The reason for this one is because mainly it goes in the microwave, or sorry, not microwave, in the dishwasher. This is not dishwasher safe down here. And this can get over time, kind of messy. So it's real easy to have the drip tray on that for the meat. And in that case, I would be putting this on the bottom and just keeping it there, just for the space allocation. So right now we're going to put our tots here on the bottom. It doesn't really matter if you want to put the tots on the bottom, the burgers on top. When it comes to the veggie burgers, it's just a matter of I kind of want to get that final toastiness on my tots at the end, because halfway through the cook time we are going to flip those. You wouldn't do that with the meat burgers and that, but that's just kind of my personal preference with this. Okay, and then we're going to throw in our burgers. And these are just Morningstar Farms garden veggie burgers. So put that in there. And those are going to cook for, seriously guys, only 8 minutes. So we're going to put it on air fry, push our button, take it down to 8 minutes, and hit start. And that is it. So 8 minutes from now, my dinner's going to be ready. I've got the ketchup and the mustard out. Now in terms of packing things up, like I said, I know family mealtime can be crazy. You may be sitting here eating at home, so you'll use the plate to plate dinner and eat real quick. And right now you could be emptying the dishwasher, folding a little laundry, helping with homework, any of those things if you're here at home, or even just getting your stuff organized for the next activity, making sure everyone's bags are ready and that you're ready to get out the door. So I know sometimes with my kids, they might still be at school doing an after-school activity, but going from an after-school activity to meeting them at the ball field for a game so I could watch their game, or transporting them point A to point. I know evenings are crazy, right? So there are times that I might be doing this while the kids are at school and then packing it up. We have here this awesome bento box, so packing it up to go to eat on the road. So, which is not my favorite thing to do. I don't think it's anyone's favorite thing to do, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So you are eating dinner together as a family at least. So you can throw your burger in the larger container, and then in the divided container you can put your tots, maybe put some carrot sticks. The other thing I could be doing right now is throwing a bag of broccoli in one of the steam-in bag broccolis in the microwave, or even using one of our micro cookers to steam some broccoli or another vegetable. That kind of balances out the meal. But still, hands off, everything, all my appliances are doing my work for me so that I'm able to be doing something else. But in terms of packing it to go, you pack it together in lunchbox, and I've been known to pick up the kids with dinner packed. Very similar, fries, burgers, hitting the road to the next activity, but they're getting their food in, and it's something that I've made, and I know what goes into it that way. And again, saving a ton of money because this is still cheaper than hitting that drive-through line. So anyway, this is going to be ready in 6 minutes. It's going to come out. I'm going to plate it with the buns and any toppings I might like, whether it just be ketchup and mustard or pickles. If you've pre-prepped your veggies to go on top, it literally takes seconds just to slice up a tomato or an onion, right? So dinner, fast and easy. You can tell how hands-off I've been, or I am at this point. Gives me a chance to do something else, and the meal will be ready in no time. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask in the comments below, or send me a message. If you're looking for someone, if you know someone, who's looking for quick and easy meal ideas, feel free to share this video with them. Be sure to like, subscribe, whatever platform you're on, so you know when my next video comes out. And also, I'm going to be trying to do these lunch and learns pretty much every week. I might miss one occasionally due to travel, but my intent is to do these every week. So if you have an idea that you'd like me to do during lunch and learn, please feel free to comment on that below. So thank you all very much, and I will see you next time. Thanks.